How are you guys? Um, I just wanted to show my face and tap in with you guys. Let you know I didn't forget about you and I'm not leaving you guys hanging. I just kind of wanted to validate for some of you guys the dark work that you might be doing. And I did a reading on Patreon. This isn't going to be a reading, or at least that's not the plan. I don't plan to read. I don't feel like I'm in the energy to talk. I feel like I'm in the energy to listen. And I feel like the divine doesn't really want me to serve, which was really triggering because I only see value in myself if I'm serving. So I've had to really look at myself and find value in who I am and not the service I provide or what I do for people or these kind of things. So that's been really triggering. I've been doing a lot of shadow work surrounding the body, like coming into union with the body and the fragmented relationship between my mind and my body, and then how I neglect my body, and then how every relationship, like romantic relationship that I've been in, has always just mirrored back to me, like how I don't respect myself, how I dishonor myself, how I abandon myself. And I mean my body in particular. Shout out D-Ray. I was chatting with a sister of mine and we were talking about how your emotions are held in your body, which is a big reason why people do drugs, to almost like disassociate from the body. But if you disassociate from the body, you're really disassociating from your emotions. So I do that a lot. That's a big reason why the pot is so hard for me to cut out. It helps facilitate the disassociation process and all the emotions that my body holds that my mind just doesn't want to pay any mind to, because I just want to be free and a happy bitch, you know? So I've been doing that. What other shadow work have I been doing? I'd love to know what shadow work you guys are doing, or what energy you guys are feeling. I genuinely feel like Scorpio season, like, stripped me down naked. It tore me down just to build me up. And really what it tore down were these false sense of security that I had. Like my confidence, like I realized that my confidence isn't really built. Like anything, Scorpio season tore down tower energy. It tore down any false sense of security and confidence that I had. So I felt like I was being attacked by Scorpio season, but really what it was showing me was my false sense of confidence. And I realized too, like, you guys give me so much reassurance and love and shit like that, and I couldn't feel it properly. And that's why when people say, like, if you don't think you're beautiful, it doesn't matter how beautiful somebody tells you are, you're just not going to feel that. Or if you don't love yourself, it doesn't matter how much somebody loves and adores you, you're not going to feel it. You won't receive it. And I just realized, like, a lot of the love that people try to give me, I question. A lot of the love that people try to give me, like, I push away, and like I struggle to receive. And like it's like a whole bunch of shit. Hey guys, I just came on to say hi and check in with you guys. I'm not gonna read, but I do have an update. I did a reading on Patreon surrounding Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season came into my energy like a cold breeze in the desert, or like it felt so good. So I really feel that if you allowed Scorpio season to have its way with you and really just allowed it to put you where you belong, my false sense of security had me not where I belonged mentally. You know what I mean? And would continue to like put me where I don't belong and misalign me. But anyways, Sagittarius season there's a lot more to look forward to in Sagittarius season. I promise you. It felt like the energy of like the way I channeled it on Patreon. I was like, we came out of this dark tunnel and we look like wet soaking dogs and we come out and we're greeted by Sagittarius season that's like, hey there, how are you doing? Go wash up, get a drink, relax. And I just felt like, okay, Sagittarius season is a completely different vibe. I personally think Sagittarius season and Capricorn season are going to show us a very different energy. And I was also talking about transitional seasons on Patreon, where I was talking about looking at seasons and identifying which ones are transitional seasons and which ones are almost staple seasons, where you get to see how all of the transformation that you've done and all the transitioning that has occurred within, how it plays out externally. So for me personally, spring and fall have been my transitionary seasons this year. Like spring, I spent all of spring inside doing dark work, focusing on work externally, no fun, no play, breaking paradigms. It felt like a very harsh, difficult, boring, necessary energy. And then I played all summer. Like I lived my best life all summer. And then as soon as Divine Feminine season started, she was like, yo, you're done? You had your fun? Okay. Now you know what time it is. So, and God's like, wait, you think I'm going to let you like live your best life in Jamaica? You're going to earn that. You're going to fucking earn the time that I'm going to have in a couple of months. I'm going to earn that. And I'm earning it right now. I'm going within. I am facing tough truths about myself. I'm being realistic and accountable and compassionate with myself, and really just looking at some of the things like the wounding and the shit that I just didn't want to pay attention to before, because I just rather assume that I was healed. Like I was playing this narrative that I was okay when I wasn't okay. I was playing this narrative that I wasn't hurt when I was hurt. I was playing this narrative that I don't need validation when I do. So that was kind of hard for me. It felt like an ego death. You know what I mean? Because at first I'm like, well, what does that mean? Like I'm not all these things? And it's like, no, you just aren't. Yes, you don't need as much validation as you might have needed before, but you still require validation. And you still look for it externally to you because you don't offer it to yourself internally. So I had to do a lot of like validating, and I thank Angel Gang for giving to me exactly what I give to you. Like there's nothing that I pour into Angel Gang that I don't get back. And I apologize for focusing on anything else other than the love and the support that I get from you guys. It keeps me alive in a sense. I honestly don't think I would have consistently stayed on this spiritual ascension journey if it wasn't for Angel Gang. I think I would have just took breaks, and I would have took years where I just left it alone and went about my business. But because of you guys, I stayed the course. So I just thank you guys, and I apologize if I ever made you feel like I'm not grateful for you. It's just like, those that have been with the tribe, you already know what time it is with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm honest with the state of where I'm at. I'm learning to be more honest with where I'm at. So I'm not just sitting here reading to you guys, making you think that I'm not going through everything that we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, fucking out here. What are you guys saying? How have you guys have been feeling? We don't know any different than zinging out validation, external backwards love. As you keep us up a beautiful relationship, we are all together. Yeah, you guys definitely lift me. Like I feel like I'm starting to realize the mirroring. Like I was feeling like I don't get what I put out there. And the divine was like, that's not true. You're just not acknowledging it. You're not seeing it. You're not accepting it. You're not grateful for it. You know what I mean? So it was like really seeing that, no, the universe mirrors me. I get the love back. Yes, I might not get it in certain means that I expect, but like we did the last reading about fucking expectations. Like I got rocked with that. All these expectations I created about what it means if I'm successful, or what it means, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the fuck? I'm so over Scorpio season. I've been doing the same. We're just walking each other home. Thank you. We're all transitioning together. Angel Gang Gang. Hey, Mike. We thank you for translating this journey with us and for us. Thank you. I'm doing the best I can, but I'll be honest, like I have messages and stuff, but I'm just, like, even on Patreon, I'm just kind of working it through, like, first thing in the morning. Like, it's not that I don't feel confident about the messages. It's just that it's like what Lauryn Hill was describing about the peaks and valleys. Everybody just expects her to come out with music, but she tries to explain to people that the valleys that I go under, they provide they provide the music at the peak. So everything I talk about at the peak occurred in the valley. And that's what's happening right now. I don't have anything to channel. I am in it. And whatever I channel is going to be whatever I was able to process and better understand internally while I was going within. The divine doesn't want me to channel messages to you right now. The divine wants me to be quiet and listen and apply everything we've been talking about to my own life. That's what God wants me to do. We love you, girl. You always give us 100. Okay, thank you. I really try. I was really like, I don't know why I was like, I pour my fucking soul out on the internet. But nobody was complaining. Like, nobody has, like, whatever. And then I started getting all weird, and like I realized that I was controlling, and that like I had a problem. I didn't realize that I had this underlying problem that I don't like, that I can't control the people that watch my readings. I don't like that I have a bunch of haters and fucking trolls and people that are sitting there just watching, waiting for me to fail, or only watch me because somebody they know watches me and they want to see why. They're not really gang. They don't really resonate. They are literally just watching to wait for me to fail. And I was just like, I don't want to read for these people because they take messages whether they realize it or not. Right? So they'll sit there, they'll watch my videos, they'll laugh at me, and then they'll go and regurgitate the shit I said in a fucking message. And it just feels like an energy vamp. And God's trying to show me we balance that out for you. There's nothing that is taken from you that we haven't restored back to you. And that's, again, what I'm dealing with, the lack of faith. When have I ever questioned this? Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just rocked, collective. The transparency, just beautiful. Sending immense love to you, Queen. Thank you, Ella. You're welcome, but thank you for giving us your precious time and being real with us. Honestly, I came on because I just missed you guys. And I was just like, I'm not going another Monday without at least just feeling their energy, connecting with them, letting them know I'm all right, because you guys just be concerned and shit. Like, if anything ever happened to me, you guys would know. Don't worry. Like, I'm okay. And yeah, feeling inspired to be my authentic self. That's amazing. Let's not be inspired to do anything else but be our authentic self. I love that. We don't know any different than seeking out. We do, though. That's what the divine's trying to remind us. We do. We do. And that's where I'm starting to feel better. And it's only by what I am acknowledging and giving to myself. No matter how much love is being, it's like the divine showed me, we pour love onto you. Look at all the people who love you, the friends who support you and care about you and value what you do. And you still feel this way. Because if I don't fucking validate myself and I don't value what I fucking do, and I make every relationship transactional, meaning you only love and care about me when I serve a service, like, it's just, running the ethereal streets. Tiffany, how are you, sister? And yes, we're running the ethereal streets. Good to see you back. Hey, I missed you guys. Rainy equinox. I literally drive an equinox. Like, rest is all I can handle right now. Beyond grateful for you. I love you. I'm beyond grateful for you guys too. Like, when the divine really like broke it down for me, I've always been grateful for you guys, but in theory, why couldn't I feel it? Why wasn't the validation enough? You guys have been pouring into me for years and it's not enough. Why? Because I refuse to validate myself. And whatever I do consider validation, it's transactional. It's still external. You articulate what we're moving through too. All love, sis. Mirrors. That's why I'm drawn to you, because we hold the same energy. Love you. Thank you, Lagodi Beauty. I love your authenticity and being on this journey with you. And that's another thing. I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing what I'm doing. And the divine's like, nobody's telling you to do this. Like, I felt like almost like a bit of like a slave energy, like almost like God only loves and favors me because I serve. And then my shadow was just kind of like, well, fuck you. Like, what if I don't want to serve anymore? And God's like, it's okay. We're going to still love you and support you. And I just didn't believe that. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. When did my faith become so weak, or was it always weak and I didn't know? You know what I mean? Yes, that's me on my platform going through everything I'm speaking on. So proud of you. Thanks, Tiffany. Wow, so authentic. Thank you. Also trying to be more honest with myself. Not sure if I should take some time to rest or do the work, because I'm getting mixed signals. I'll be honest, the rest is essential. If you do not do it, you're going to experience a tower. If you do not rest and rejuvenate, you will experience a tower. Like before I was getting signals for about 3 weeks that I needed to take a little break. And it's not a break because what I do is so hard. It's not. It's a break to not go out external, to go internal. Because when I go external, there's a certain level of understanding that I have about what I'm talking about. And the divine right now is saying, you do not understand. You have to go within and process this. You can't talk to people about something you have not processed and that you don't know and don't understand. How can you support people if you're not actively supporting yourself in what you're going through right now? So the divine isn't giving me permission to channel. I have a fucking deck right beside me and a part of me just wants to get to shuffling, but it's just not going to go well. You know, you can get really, really bad negative things can happen if you don't take this time to rest. And that's what eclipse season is what it represents. It's rest and rejuvenation. So a part of me felt like I was paying homage. Like the rest time I took was paying homage. It wasn't just to do all this internal soul work. It was to pay homage to my ancestors, my guides, and my guardian angels. Instead of constantly running around begging them, tell me this, what's this, channel me messages, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, like I'm not asking for nothing. I'm just here, processing, trying to really ground myself in gratitude, really be accountable for what in my life, be proud of what in my life I've achieved and be accountable for what in my life I have not. Because it was so much easier to blame it on the universe. I'm feeling heavy because I don't know my passion or purpose. It makes me feel like I'm not doing enough. See, like for me, the passion and the purpose really just started with self. Like I genuinely, I went to God and I asked God, what is my purpose? And it always came back to authenticity. And God was like, if I made every single human being authentic, what would be the worst thing that somebody would do? And it would be to try to pretend to be somebody else. God made us all unique in the image of the Creator, knowing that our individuality would play a very key point in the world, in the butterfly effect. So can you see how fucking demonic and how fucking frustrating it must be for God when we go and we start trying to act like other people and follow fashion and like surrender our authenticity to like be with the masses and what's trending? It's a devastation. We aren't living the way the world should be because not every single person needs to live their authenticity out. For us to have the energetic vibrate, that's what the purpose is. That's all I channeled. Is my purpose is to live out my authentic self. And then everything that my authentic self leads me to do, say, partake in is my purpose, is what's divinely guided, and is going to lead me to my passions. Purging, nurturing self is super important for me right now. Yes, same here with the expectations. Out of all the spiritualists I know, I resonate with you the most. Thank you. We're glad. And you know what's crazy though is like you resonate with more spiritualists, but a lot of us spiritualists, we are caught up in this cycle of service. Serve. And it's just like, and then our ideas of what service is. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we weren't caught up in that, a lot of spiritualists would be more authentic with their actual self, which would make you feel like you resonate with more spiritualists instead of just one or two. Right? Because most of what I say, you guys question and may or may not resonate with it. I feel like it's my approach. It's intense, we know. Thank you for being here with us. We love you for real, though. You have helped so much. I'm working on the hotline, eh? Yo. Thank you, Kate Cassia. Scorpio equals purge. Where I am finally receiving back what I've been giving out. Universe is breaking us down. It's a great thing, though, being tested. It's not breaking us down. It's breaking down the illusion that we created and became comfortable in. I became comfortable in this illusion that even Angel Gang perpetuates, which is all this external validation that I get. It's like it tore down what was fake. It tore down what wasn't authentic. It tore down anything. It didn't even tear down. It's like a gust of wind. The wind didn't tear down anything. It just blew, and then whatever wasn't strong kind of blew away and broke. That's what happened. I got washed with a gust of wind. And whatever wasn't solid and sturdy broke. I went out into the water and I had holes in my boat, family. Straight up. Pure insecurities and fucking false paradigms. They were all holes in my boat, and I'm out here talking to the collective going, why am I sinking? This doesn't make any fucking sense. I was so bitter, and like I would have canceled myself 150 fucking percent. Same, I'm sitting here realizing I'm on my path, but feeling upset that my expectations haven't come about, and that's why we did that. That's why we did that reading about expectations. See, that's what I try to tell you guys. That reading didn't apply to me until 3 weeks later, when I'm getting rocked with all these expectations, and God's like, you're gonna ruin a good thing. You've built a lot, and you're gonna ruin it over some fucking expectations. And I do this with relationships all the time. I struggle to maintain long-term relationships with people. It's part of the reason why I've been single for so fucking long. And then I only attract people who are flaky because they match my energy vibration. A good time, not a long time. And then I cry about being fucking lonely. And then I get frustrated that I don't have the skills to build the long-term relationship, so I won't be. Like, it's a really fucking, like, going into the hell of your own soul, it's such not a good time. That's why I'm very looking forward to Sagittarius. That comes with a good time. Sagittarius is going to be a good time. I promise you Sagittarius will be a better time. Sagittarius season and Scorpio season is going to be a better time. Hearing from you every week helps me so much, and a lot of this stuff hose over my head, but somehow you help. Well, I'm glad that you guys find some kind of purpose in me coming here running my fucking mouth, because I was really questioning, like, because I had expectations. Another thing too that was bothering me, like, I talked to so many fucking high priestesses and high priests. I'm talking good fucking people, yo. Really love, like warriors of love, genuine, honest, authentic, smart, driven fucking people. And they're alone. They don't have partners. They don't have loyal friends. They're alone. Like, there's just, they don't have the abundance that they deserve. Like, it was bothering me, and I'm like, what's the fucking point, yo? Because I had expectations that these readings are supposed to really, like, change people's lives and shit. Says who? Says fucking who? It's not my responsibility to do that for anybody. Nobody's out here changing my motherfucking life. I'm out here, like, having to do what the fuck I gotta do. So I was really just like, what the fuck is the point? All of us out here in the spiritual community trying to help people, and all the high priestesses I still see are still fucking struggling, still going through it, still waiting for their manifestation, still trying to fucking believe in a better fucking tomorrow, no matter how hard they work to make that shit happen. It still don't. It pisses me off. It's like, what the fuck are we doing out here? And I have to see, this is why I'm not reading, because these are my energies and these are my vibes. And this isn't how I serve. I serve to help you guys. And I don't want to help you guys right now. I just want to talk about, like, what I'm going through and what you guys are going through. I don't have anything. I don't have any advice. I don't have anything. I'm just here right now, saying hi, checking in on you guys, but I ain't got nothing. Do you still love me? I don't have no messages. Okay, I don't know if your divine partner's coming. I don't know if you're going to get that fucking job. I don't know if you're going to be rich I don't know. I don't have any fucking answers for nothing. Do you still love me? I don't know if I do. That's the fucked up thing. I don't even know. Anyways, yeah, we're just venting. We're actually out here in the arena. I don't want to read for the fucking people in the stands. Half of the people on this fucking platform subscribed are in the fucking stands, and they're just watching, blood. While we're in here, in the arena, working, sweating, crying, fucking battling demons, doing all this shit, and I don't want to read for them, and God said I don't have a choice. And that bothered me. I was really trying to understand. And God says, that's not for you. You're a messenger. I have to be okay with that being good enough. Am I okay being good enough just being a messenger? I don't know. Y'all better invest in her Patreon if you feel like it, fuck, because, I mean, I don't even know if I'm really giving anybody advice over there other than just reading the energies, to be honest. I love you guys. Bruh, I feel that so hard. Bloody knuckle, angel gang. Why not, man? You're more than that. You are good enough just being love. Yeah, so are you. It's tough reconciliation. Anyways, I'm sure you guys are working on the same energy. Do you feel you're good enough? A lot of you guys, you associate your worth with success. And that's not it. Making silent towers for them people. Oh, there's another thing, yo, collective. Some of you guys are feeling like really dark energy from people, but they're not necessarily the people that you're interacting with. Yo, let me tell you something. This could have been recently, this could have been years ago. You guys had people that were genuinely thrilled, happy, and could feel a sense of enjoyment at your expense. So you were going through a hard time, you were suffering, you were down, you were out, and there you could visibly see and feel certain people around you that you knew were happy about. So they felt up. They felt like you being down made them feel up. Yo, collective, you finna be up. They're gonna lose their fucking mind. The happier you are with the demise of somebody, the happier you are when somebody is suffering, hurting, or going through loss. Fuck what you experience when you go through loss. Just know that when that person's up, it's the laws of polarity, fam. You're gonna fucking cry. You're gonna fucking feel like you're dying inside, fam. Just as happy as you were when that person was down and out, you're gonna be crying and you're gonna be fucking feeling like death when that person wins. Yeah, Scorpio season just wanted us to all mind our own fucking business. We all live for the will. I feel and see that, yes. Love yourself and do what you have to do for you. LOL, that's what I said a few weeks back. I just don't want to help anyone anymore. But even if I don't want to help by talking, people always find hearing from me, just talking or being around me. You are already worthy and complete. There is nothing you need to do or be, and this is exactly what God is trying to communicate with me, and I don't believe it. I've lived so long chasing success so I could consider myself worth something. Only for God to be like, this isn't what your worth is. It feels like a practical joke. I'm just being honest. Miss you, Nicole. Miss you too. Oh, they playing. I'm not hating on them, and I will win soon. Hated it, but the energy going up, back up. Yes, Darko, I feel the energy going back up. It's Sagittarius season. It's a fire energy, right? So we're going from freezing cold, deep, dark waters to like heat, sun, fire, excitement. Like there is a switch in energy that is occurring. Like that we're going to be experiencing, especially if you're in union with the ecosystem. Hey, Angel Gang, I don't know what I walked into, damn this. Yeah, I'm just venting, talking about the dark energy work that I'm doing, the shadow work, because a lot of people talk about shadow work, but they don't really talk about shadow work. They don't give you examples. They don't really break down as an example what shadow work is, but enough people want to chat about it. And here, like, if I'm going to serve Angel Gang in any way, like, it's to actually be transparent with you and allow you to feel a sense of camaraderie doing the shadow work you already know about. Like, I don't really need to tell you guys about shadow work anymore. You guys done known about it. You guys have been on dark. Yo, some of you guys are on here. You guys have been doing dark work actively for years. You were awakened, you just didn't know what it was called. You didn't know the semantics. You didn't know all of this spiritual lingo and shit. And you come into this community and it gives you validation for the work you've been doing for years. But yeah, I'm doing shadow work right now. That's why I didn't go live to do the reading. Thank you to whoever donated. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. Exactly. Hey fam, sending love. Hey Zuri. No matter what, we keep going. Yes. Thank you for Damian Marley. Scorpio season humbled me. Yeah, me too. Shift your perception and release the old. Believe and receive it. Because why doesn't go fill? Yes, 100. Let it out, be patient, and trust love. It's like finding the easiest way to help those that want it and keep it moving. I don't know, I don't know why I feel, and that's the thing, my higher self's trying to explain, like, whatever you think you're giving to people that you don't get in return, that's not true. And my shadow swears that it doesn't get this love and support back in return. And my higher self's trying to be like, it nagaso. It's an old narrative and an old paradigm that I keep playing. Part of me I hid from been coming up, like getting to know myself for the first time hasn't been easy. Yeah, Alexandra. Yeah, that's what it feels like, getting to know myself for the first time. I'm like, what? Since when? Like, that's all it was. It was like, what? I swore I never. It's just like, it's annoying. It's crazy. It's annoying that I was happy. I'm not going to stay on long, guys. I just wanted to say hi and check in and let you guys know I'll be back. Like, you guys know what the fuck we do. I'm in a valley right now. Andy Mineo has a nice song for this energy called None of My Business. If you want to look it up, music helps. All day long, you are good enough, but there is more. Yes, true speaker. Thank you, Jen. Scorpio season was crazy, man. LOL, but it's all worth it. And the pain is less and less every time we go down these darker paths. A fact, Jalisa. Thank you. Non-attachment and extreme focus on it. Yeah, like, don't even add to the list of my attachment issues. It's not even attachment, it's my disassociation issues. Okay, it's all love. Hey, calm chaos. Do some mirror work, love. Yeah, I know, like, it's really fucked. The mirror work is always dark. Like, if I'm ever doing mirror work, it's dark. Can't say it enough. You are so needed. Aw, thanks, Jess. Wish there was something we could do to lift your spirits. It's not. That's the thing. And that's what I was projecting. Like, if I read last week, I just would have projected this all onto Angel Gang. Like, this is something you need to fix. Like, this is your problem, Angel Gang. Like, you don't love me enough. And this is not the fucking problem. It's definitely not the problem. Shadow work has become mechanical in the collective for sure. Yes, it hasn't become, it has been. You see what I'm saying about the trending? Now that it's becoming trending, it's like it's been mechanical. This isn't anything new. The work now is joy. You see how I'm feeling? Like, who is it? Andrew? I'm sorry, Andrew. You're right. Like, I'll be gone soon. Therapy and shadow work, yes. Yes. Sometimes you just need to vent too. Yeah, and for the people, like, there's people that are really trying to avoid this process, and Sagittarius and Capricorn season, the more you avoided this process, the less of a good time you're finna have. It's because you didn't make a way. Like, Sagittarius season is going to show you how what you did and how you aligned yourself allows you and gives room for you to have a really good time and enjoy yourself and balance out the energies of all the hard work you've done. So think like play hard, work hard, play harder kind of energy. And there's a bunch of people who just want to play. They don't want to do the work. And then the worst thing is the people who judge people for doing the work just because they don't want to do it. They're not going to have a very good time. Because the universe is going to create a tower and is going to make all of this shit something they have to do instead something they choose willingly to do. So it's just like, you might as well choose willingly to do it. Like, that's why coming into union with the ecosystem is so important, so that every zodiac sign can affect you, can support you in your growth and ascension, and that you ascend rapidly. You ascend faster when you're all the signs. That's in my opinion. And yes, it's uncomfortable, and yes, it can be very jarring. Like, every season has a different energy that it tempts you with. You know what I mean? But you take it and you're stronger for it and you keep going. So I find I ascend a lot faster now that I'm all the signs than when I was just a Cancer, because I'm born in July. Oh, I'm happy you guys came and checked me and just said hi and resonate with the energies. And even if you don't, if you're feeling the good energy, enjoy the good time. Don't be so poverty conscious that you don't allow yourself to have a good time because you think it's all work. That you're only coveted, you're only blessed, you're only protected because you work like a fucking slave. That is still slave psychology that we're living out. This is what God's trying to tell me. God's like, I didn't bring you out of corporate to come and work for me like a slave and create some weird dictatorship about how this is supposed to go down and all this shit. I miss you guys a lot too. I really do miss your energy because, you know, like I tap into your energies, you know, preparing for the lives and stuff like that. And I just haven't been tapping in because I know I'm just not finna go live. So I just felt like I wanted to come and just say hi, and I miss you guys. Love on Lil Des. You guys love on me. And I just, like BK Shivani said, everything somebody says and does is a reflection of them for good and for bad. So when I look at all this love here, I hope you guys validate yourselves the way you validate me. Because I know that a lot of what you guys give me, you guys go out in the world wanting from other people. Like, I know that. So when you reassure me and you send me love and stuff, I know that's you going to the universe giving what it is that you want, and I want you to have it. And you deserve it from everybody around you. Just like I get it from everybody around me. But I'm telling you right now, man, if you're not going to validate yourself, you can have 100,000 people validate you and it still will feel like nothing. And that's another, you brought all this love together. Hey, Shonda, that's another reason why I wanted to go live, because I felt guilty. I'm like I facilitate the meetup spot. I felt like I was like ruining like the meetup, the Monday meetup. Oh, I'm taking care of me. Like, don't let this video fool you. I am so fucking, I'm a very ambitious, driven person, and I have the utmost optimism and faith about my future. And part of it is because of all this dark energy that I'm working through and all this healing I'm doing. I'm destined for fucking greatness, however that plays out. Even if it's not greatness based on my expectations and what the Matrix taught me. Holding back tears? Oh, lucky you. I couldn't hold back tears if I wanted to. I deserve a break, but what is it really a break from, yo? Why am I feeling so tired? It's the same as my body. My body does everything my mind tells it to do, but my body tells it to do one thing, like feed me and take a break and let me lie down, and it doesn't do that. That's fucking mean. We talk about equal reciprocity. Do you have equal reciprocity between your mind and your body? Do you tell your body what to do all day and it works for you and it produces for you and it cooks for you and it cleans and it does everything you ask? And then it asks you one fucking thing or two things like work out and go get me some decent food, and we struggle to do that. This whole energy of not being seen and heard, my whole body doesn't feel seen and heard. My body feels like it's being dragged through my existence and that I use it like every fucking man I ever fucking laid with, yo. Uses my body, and the sickest part is they're just reflecting how I use myself. That is sick, and it's mentally disturbing to me, and I have to work with that. I have to heal that. I have to work through that fucking energy that I am my own op. That I reflect the ops. Every op I ever had showed me a version of myself. That's sick to me. It is what it is, right? We're out here. I'm so tired. I'm so emotional. I'm so angry. Yes, true. I love being home. I feel like I'm at home. I'm so tired. I'm so emotional. I'm so angry. My perspective is danger. I don't know. I don't know this. My mind is going back to the past. Don't worry, Juanita. Yo, bomb, bomb, bomb. That has to be somebody from Toronto because only Toronto people do that. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Man, the pain is the deepest. It's sick but true. The honest truth, yeah. It doesn't look good, right? This is why everybody lies, because the truth can be ugly, it can be painful, it can be unattractive, it can be all these things. But I'll pick the truth any day. Your enemies, be yourself when you get deep, validating your higher self, not shadow. The world today glorifies validating the shadow to extreme lengths. All this obsession with killer, cult, and trauma is unnerving to me. I feel like it's to desensitize us so that we are more numb to the trauma that we experience. We associate certain levels of trauma with being normal, and that is, you're right, Cam, that is part of a sick part of our fucking, it's part of the conditioning. That's why I was trying to break down the psychology of slavery, because I see it lived out all the time, all over the place, by all kinds of people of different colors and creeds. I see a whole heap of slaves and slave owners, fam. That's what I see when I go outside and people wonder why I don't leave my house, because that's all I see is a bunch of slaves and slave owners. You are in my head, Jaja. Hey, Jaja. Ja Rastafari. I'm loving the expression of self right now, the vulnerability. We need more of this, saying this as a Cancer. Hey, envy. Yes, lighting up. It's just a cigarette. That's why I left. What did you leave, D? I'm on in a same. Acknowledging is a step in growth. I wish I could offer you more than a like or a comment or a subscription. Patrick, you're gonna make me fucking cry now. Stop it. The kind of love, first of all, Patrick, let's talk about you. Okay, because you've been with this tribe forever. I seen you pour into people in the fucking comments. I see you write fucking long ass comments about the energies that people read, and they support them whether they like your comments or not. See, this is because I shot off at my mouth about fucking likes or some shit, so now people think that I give a fuck about that. When it had nothing, I was just being in a bitchy mood, and I'm just like, oh, these low vibrational people want me to talk about shit I don't give a fuck about. Like, I was just not in a good place. But Patrick, please don't do that. It's gonna make me feel worse. Okay, I know how much you guys love me. I know how much you guys support me. Like, what you do is enough. And that's what God is literally trying to tell me. What you do is enough. And I'm here telling you, collective, what you do for me is enough. It's like, it's too much. It's trying to become the fantasy that she wanted. But could she become the fantasy that she wanted? But could she? So she was putting all this pressure on you to become the fantasy, but could she be the fantasy that she was talking about? Or was she talking about a woman that she couldn't identify to? Because that's what happens in fantasy land. You might have to get comfy with the disgusting feeling. I know you can do it. We care what the fuck it is. It's also, so the addiction is also another thing, right? The inner junkie in me gets the best of me. So I can set goals and I can accomplish goals, but when I set the goal out to quit smoking, I keep failing. So now I feel like a failure, right? We're having a shadow session today, guys. There's no reading. We're talking about the dark work that everybody talks about, shadow work, but nobody can give any examples because half the people who talk about shadow work don't actually do it, let alone know what the fuck it is. So in today's Monday, I'm not reading. I have no service. I have no purpose for no one. I have nothing. Okay, I'm just here. Okay, a black sheep amongst many. Okay, crying and venting about the really thick fucking energies we're dealing with before we the fucking times of our lives. Maybe we're supposed to be reflecting on the self-validation you've been fighting the divine with. The divine is so cute because they're sending the message through Angel Gang. Yeah. But this is what the divine's trying to tell me. They try to tell me because, like I said, my shadow swears it just gives and doesn't get in return, and that it's always being used. And the divine's like, that's not the case. So I have to create a new narrative. And I have to be really grateful for all the love and acknowledge the love that is poured into me because it's balanced and it's fair. All the love I put out, I get it back. It's fair for me. I don't know about everybody else. I've been looking inward so deeply that I've detached from every one thing around me, finding a balance in this season. Yeah, that seems to be the trend. Everybody's going inwards, they're detaching. Trauma symbols of repetition of us being slaughtered. Darko, you getting deep. Oh, you fucking in there tonight, eh? Oh yeah, I feel, oh yeah, you're there too. Yeah, Darko. You already know what fucking time it is. Hey, Dre. Aw, thank you, Edgar. I love you. This is purging. Let it all go. We hold space for you. Your feelings are valid. We still love you. Thank you, Envy. It's real. It's so real. Love you. Smoking a cigarette too. We're out here, Jen. When we only have a traumatic mindset, finding value within ourselves and demands better because we are worth better. It's not something anyone teaches. Grateful to learn now. Application is key. So easy listening and watching others do it or tell us how to do it. It's the same thing. It's all, the application is key. That is, thank you, Shauna. That's what why the divine doesn't want me to read right now. They want me to apply. Jah Rastafari will protect us from good and evil. Will Jah Rastafari protect us from anything to Ras? History is repeating itself right now. I see people wanting me to be their slave. Adam, people want you to be their slave? So tell me how you think history is repeating itself. I'm curious. Facts, mental slavery is real. And it starts in the spirit realm. If you don't know thyself deeply, you might end up in chains. Facts. Yes, Patrick on Patreon too. Yes, Victoria, you already know about Patrick. Nah, don't be trying her, please and thanks. Safe space. Hey, Queen. Hi, Pat. Yes, Patrick. I know Patrick. I wish I could offer more because you give us a lot from your heart. Cheers. It's all good. This is good. Nice vent. All good. Adam, what happened? I thought you were going to close the circle of how you see history repeating itself. I was interested. What do we do for each other is needed. I think happiness, hey Trevor, I think happiness is when you can be okay with where you are and know that is enough and it will build on it if it's something for you. 100%. 100%. When's Trevor wrong? Yes, I'm not the only one. No, you are not, DJ. You're letting go what your higher self doesn't serve you. There is a new moon, so don't worry. Don't put resistance. Just let it go and let flow naturally. It's the weed that I'm struggling to let go of. Me too. And it's not really the weed. That's what I was learning. It's not the weed that I'm struggling to let go of. I'm struggling to deal with my emotional body. Your emotions are held in your body. So the issues with disassociating from my body, it actually has to do with my emotions. It's the same thing, essentially. So whatever neglect your body experiences is a reflection of the neglect of emotions, which is why your emotions can cause physical ailments like sickness and disease and all that kind of stuff. Because if you don't purge these emotions and wash them out, they'll essentially corrode and rot inside your actual flesh, which is so much fun. I just came back in from smoking. I'm going to roll up because I've been smoking. I know I just talked about quitting weed and I'm going to smoke. I am. I don't care. I'm not reading right now. I'm just a human being. I mean, I'm always just a human being, but I'm not in service right now. The struggle validates the growth, though, for me. Lets me know I'm wanting to do the work, so I already won. My future self is already enjoying my work. Bomb, 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 bomb. Can I pin this? No? What a wicked comment. Thank you, Kristen Vibes. The struggle validates the growth, though, for me. lets me know I'm wanting to do the work. So I already wrote one. My future self is already enjoying my work. That is so beautiful. You manifest the future in the present, collective. And the struggle is a reflection of exactly what Kristen said. That's just so beautiful. I honestly feel like if I were to take the weed away from my shadow right now, it would like, it'd hold me hostage. Like it would put something fucking hot to me and be like, bitch, where the fuck is the weed? Like it's because I'm putting a lot of pressure on it right now. To speak up, tell me what the fucking problem is, you know? And my shadow is such a fucking, it can be so petty. So it attacks me because I don't listen to it. And then when my higher self goes and knocks on the door and wants to listen to it, my shadow's like, I don't want to talk. It's like, petty little bitch. Like, I don't have the time for this shit. Like, that's how I feel sometimes about my own self. Like, shadow work is recognizing your greatness. Facts. Shadow 8 for none of it right now. Oh no. My shadow's like, bitch, don't even fucking try me. Like it's threatening me and stuff. I shut down. Yeah. Understood. I've been cooling off on it, but weed is habitual once you have smoked. But if you sleep, then you are fine until you smoke. Then you want it every 15 minutes. It's so true. When you're dealing actively with trauma, sometimes weed can really help regulate that healing process so you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, KJ, that reminds me. So I had this moment where I was like really beating myself up about the smoking, like first thing. And then I had this moment and I cried and I just, I realized that weed saved my life. Like if I didn't have weed, I don't know if I would have made it this long. I really don't. Throw hands with your shadow. My higher self will beat my shadow's ass and needs to chill out. Please burn the trees instead. Ha ha ha. Same light girl, you're just said and now you don't want to talk the talk. Ha, same light girl, you just said and now you don't want to talk the talk only if I let it show out in its own way. Well, that's the issue that I'm going to go. So it is application time. LOL, I cold turkey on the weed today. Did you, Natasha? So proud of you. What an inspiration. Aren't our shadows always objective, or is it alignment when our shadow and our conscious combine and understand each other? That is the epitome of alignment. Like when you can get your higher and lower vibrational self to agree with each other's unique perspectives. It's the chariot energy. That's what the whole energy of the chariot is. So the driver, okay, like think for example, the chariot card, the guy driving the chariot is your soul, and in each horse is your mind and your body. If the mind and the body aren't in union, you can't move the chariot forward, right? Say it's the divine and it's you and your partner. You and your partner are each one of the horses and your bloodline is driving the carriage. They can't move the bloodline forward, right? If each in the couple are moving forward, you can't move forward. You both have to would be on the same page. So it's the same kind of concept. Yes, 100%. Let's all roll up. It's necessary, Carmen. Queen, any advice? Just lost all my friends. I don't have any advice today, Luis. I'm sorry. Aren't our shadows always... Okay. Music is a good tool to create a harmonious and dialogue. I don't think I'm the greatest person to give advice right now. I'm just touching on the energies for real. That was one thing that drew me to you. I could sit and smoke with you while you was reading. Yeah, I used to smoke back in the day during the readings. Yes, music creates the chariot. I don't like smoking during the readings now because I'm channeling. There's no time to be smoking. I'm channeling. I don't want to interrupt the channel with smoking. I'm doing it now. Tobacco holds strong addictive chemicals and energies. A challenge is a challenge. Pick the lesser evil. Donna, Instead of just coming here and telling me what the fuck you think I should do, why don't you really ask me? Because this is what the whole point of this video is to really support each other in our shadow work instead of dictating to me what the fuck my shadow should do. Because my shadow tells me that actually the real issue is me smoking the weed because it's affecting my chemical balance in my brain and the way I think. Because I'll smoke half a quarter of weed a day of that gas. It's not just medicine, okay? Painkillers. What happens if you take a bottle of fucking painkillers? You're strung the fuck out, dogs. Okay, and you're now an opioid addict. The same medicine you were only supposed to take for 5 days, once a day to help with relieve that pain, you're now strung out on that shit now. So what once helped you is now going to kill you and destroy you. And that's what happens when you don't understand what moderation is. And I don't have enough discipline and willpower to create the modernation necessary that the divine is telling me I need to gain with the weed. And I'm sorry, Donna, I didn't mean to snap on you, but it's a testy time for me. And you're talking directly to my shadow. If you're talking about addiction, you're talking directly to that bitch. And she is unstable. Just started cutting down. Don't try to quit cold turkey. Take care of your energy. The problem is I don't really want to quit. That's the issue. But I should want to. I'm 3 days clean. Been smoking weed on and off for 5 years. I'm hoping this time I will the willpower. I get you, Des. Yeah, I've been smoking since I was 13 years old. The first time I ever got high, I rolled up weed in Hilroy paper and smoked it at the back of a fucking garbage truck, a garbage bin. That I was 13. I've been getting high ever since. The first time I ever got high, I was like, what? There's no emotional pain. There's no, like, I was just happy. And like, I was hooked ever since. Like, your videos aren't in order anymore. They're listed randomly, making it hard to find specific videos. Just a heads up. Yeah, I saw that, Oliver, but like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care. I just don't care right now. I'm not saying I don't care about you. I'm not saying I don't care about the platform. I'm just saying right now, like, I'm in a hole. We all need something to cope, man. You're doing just fine. Trust me. Thank you, AQ. I appreciate you. I felt that. Like, I don't know if you're a man or like, I felt like brother or dad vibes. Or it could be sister or mom vibes, but I felt that. You're doing just fine. Period. Trust me. Period. Thank you. Take all the time you need to rest and integrate. You know what baby steps you need to take, Des, no matter what and how it is. Oh my God, that triggered me. I feel attacked. I feel like D-Ray. My friend, every time I would say something, she's like, you're attacking me. You're attacking me. I felt a little attacked by you, Victoria. Yes, I know, baby steps. It's just like, whatever. Tried to quit out today. I don't have it either. Same message with the addictions, about to get an 8th. I'm feeling like we need to reframe our relationship with weed. Yes, Jamila, that's exactly what it is. Because I have a very toxic, codependent relationship over weed. So all of the codependent relationships that I judge people for having with partners, I have with weed. It's codependent as shit. No matter how toxic it gets, I can't get enough. Like, you can get timers for jars and that not be able to open them until the timer sets off. Trevor, like, I have an inner junkie in me. That jar will be shattered on the fucking ground and I'll be picking buds off of the fucking ground, okay? If I want to get high, I'm going to get high. Like, there's no fucking timer that's going to fucking stop me. Time is an illusion. That's what my shadow will say. Time's an illusion. Break the fucking jar. Let's get high. Like, that's... Losing friends is the equivalent of losing that which does not serve you at the present moment in time. What does the plant tell you spiritually? Now it's just smoking to get by. Yeah, I'm just smoking to get by. YouTube did that. Jen, like, the plants have always been medicinal and therapeutic, but not our relationship with it. Thank you, Jamila, for properly explaining it, because it's not about the weed. I try to tell people that all the time. Like, the plant has always been medicinal and therapeutic, but not our relationship with it. Look at you, Jamila. You better open up a motherfucking YouTube channel. Okay, that's what you need to do. Okay, that's why I kind of love being sober now, because I used to take so much pain, PM medicine, got addicted to that, and smoking weed and taking NyQuil, drinking it like it's Sunny Delight. Philip, so proud of you. Like, so proud of you. You should really be proud of yourself. I'll get there one day eventually, Philip. Pray for me. Weed really helped to protect me from trauma too. I really feel that way. I don't think I could have managed. Like, I had suicidal thoughts by like 12. So like by 13, somebody brought weed along, and all of us traumatized kids were like, what? Like, because we were all fucking traumatized, right? So like when weed hit the scene, like when we were like old enough to actually get access to it, we were getting high. Like, we were getting fucking high. Like, what did this expand for you? Adam, you're still asking me questions. I'm still trying to understand how history has repeated itself for you. Same. I first smoked when I was 13. Same. I'm truly struggling with that. I stopped for this month only because I'm too broke to buy any. LOL. The Time Oracle may have words. I'll smoke to that. Feel good knowing that you are good entertainment for your viewers. Feel good knowing that you are good entertainment for your viewers. Life is hard enough. Don't be hard on yourself. That triggered me. Like, I'm not here to entertain. I'm really out here trying to connect with people so I don't feel so alone doing this thing called ascension. Like, that's really why I'm here. Oh, thank you, Susie. I love you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go. I'm tired. I'm a man. You're my soul family. I knew you were a man. I could feel the big brother dad vibes. You are a wonderful soul. I thank you, my dear. I love y'all so much. That's how I felt when I took my first pain pill. I thought to myself, this is how it feels to be normal. I know that moment. What? Like, what? Sad season. Yes, Black Goddess. Sad season is pulling us out of this, God for fucking sake. And sad season's just like, have a good time, enjoy. Sag season wants us to get dressed up. Sag season wants us to put on something nice. Sag season wants us to step out on the town. Sag season wants us to accept that invite, go to that fucking party, meet up with that person, you know, go on that date. Like, Sag season, and it's like, Scorpio season did not have those vibes. Like, Scorpio season was like, just let me have my way with you because you're lost. Like, and I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. No, that was very not the right tone. Do you know what the plant is telling you spiritually, like the conscious soul of weed? Ooh, I'm gonna have to go smoke tonight and find out. God is holding light for everyone, creates a huge shadow. We should hold space for you too. Divine Femme, you guys hold space for me. And if I ever shut the fuck up and just listened and absorbed all the love I get, I would know that, right? If you got a reason for not using weed, for me, it's getting access to dreams during sleep. So there's that. It's the dreaming. But like, the inner junkie in me will essentially replace food with weed, and then I'll lose a lot of weight. So then my body wants things that so my body's then going, I need this, and my brain's going, you don't need anything else but weed. And then my body's like, fuck you. Like, for real, fuck you. Wow, this is literally me. I thought I was the only one struggling with this. No, I have been having a hard time eating meat. Just came on all of a sudden. I remember you talking about this a couple of readings ago. Yeah, that was part of, I didn't realize that me becoming a vegetarian was part of the work to bring my body and my mind into union. So when I first started this process, I stopped eating meat, and it was because my brain didn't think nothing about the meat, but my body had been saying from time, I'm done with the meat, I don't want to eat this. My brain wasn't listening to it, and then they come into union, and it was like the first thing it heard my body say. It was like, I don't want the meat, it's gross. So you may be smoking the wrong strand. Donna, you're not accepting what I'm saying. You're projecting. Maybe you're smoking the right or wrong. It's not. I'm sorry. I think it's time to go. Okay. All right, guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys are feeling okay. Just know we're going to make it through this. Sagittarius season will be a better time. So will Capricorn season. You're doing great work. Just allow Scorpio season to transition you. Because part of this transformation process, part of what's dying is all of these paradigms, these narratives, these false sense of self. All of this shit is being torn down and it's dying, and we're going to be all the more free of it. But can you imagine if you didn't work on your authenticity and to build up your true authentic self, and then God comes and tears down the illusion and you ain't got nothing? Because you don't know who you are and you're not comfortable in your authenticity, but God just tore down your entire illusion, your persona, your false sense of self, all the false narratives. So the more grounded you are in your authenticity, the better. You might wobble, but you sure won't fall down when that tower hits. But there's a whole bunch of people that are falling, and they're the same people that are standing in the fucking arenas laughing at you when you slip and fall. It's retarded. It's a fucking joke. It's the irony for me. We have to pray for each other and continue to share our testimonies. That's how we help each other heal. By healing each other, that's why they're the body. We need each other. Yes, Queen Empress, and this is part of the reason why I came on tonight. Because I could have just stayed away until I'm in a better energy and pretend like I didn't just do a whole bunch of soul work, or just come to you guys and be like, yeah, I was doing shadow work and now I'm in this great energy and I support you in being in that great energy, but I don't really support you in going through the shadow work. So I'm hoping that just being honest about where I'm at helps you and validates that this work is necessary, and it does attribute to your greatness. Because I'm finna live my best life this winter, fam. And all the people who were fucking laughing at me and excited when I was taking L's and on my face are gonna be fucking crying. My shadow is so bitter. Spirit told me that some of the weed I smoked was laced with meth. Only in America, fam. Thank you, Kalan. The charts are going. These charts are going to be wild Sagittarius season. Can't wait to see how it plays out for the collective. Yo, DeMillo, before I come off, just give us a little synopsis. What's Sagittarius season saying? Because all I channeled was that it's a good fucking time, and Sagittarius wants us to fucking shave our legs and get dressed up and fucking hit the town and fucking go out on that date and just like enjoy ourselves. Live a little. That's what I hear. Live a little. I'm glad you did this. I'm glad you enjoyed this, Becca, because I was really like, my shadow was like, don't go on there. If you're not going to pull cards, there's no reason for you to go and talk to these people. How am I preaching? I'm sharing, fam. Like, on. It's time to hang it up, sis. Why, Morgan? Maybe you see the projecting, so maybe it's time for you to come off. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm just not in a great space. Shave my legs, damn. Maybe not shave your legs, Andrew. What if you grow your own weed plant? It can be your baby. I did, and I smoked them. I fucking grew my weed plants and I smoked them, and they were very good. They didn't even last a week. 4 months of growing, lasted me like 4 days. Nah, be you. No expectations, right, Carmen? Aw, thank you, Daily. Connecting with you guys feels good, too. Much love to you, too, sweetheart. I miss you guys, too. Carmen and Darko are laughing at me. Why do I feel like Carmen and Darko have an inside joke, but they haven't even spoke to each other before? You guys are guaning like you guys have an inside joke. What's funny? I find if I don't smoke in the morning, it's easier for the rest of the day. Yes, Trevor, you're 100% right. I grew my own tobacco, and it's a very different experience. Ooh, I want to grow my own. I want to grow my own mullein. I love you guys. Love loves you more than I do. Love you, Queen Empress, and your mothering goddess vibes that you're always pumping into these chats. Sheesh. I know, yeah, OG. Sheesh. I know you're probably talking about my shadow said something embarrassing. I'm getting lots of YOLO energy for December, like very nostalgia. I got a feeling type energy. When you start thinking your weed is laced, it's not worth it to smoke anymore, Morgan. Okay, Morgan, you're right. Maybe I should hang it up. Maybe it's time to go. Patreon tutorial. And you know what's sick? So Patreon, now I don't have to upload onto I don't have to upload through YouTube anymore. I haven't tried, but I can upload directly to Patreon, so I can play music. I can play whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to worry about YouTube anymore on Patreon, at least. The word is, what does the word, what's the alchemy? That's the power. You smoked, you babies? Carmen. Yeah, I smoked them suckers. They didn't stand a chance. I would wake up every morning and hover around them like a fucking, like a fox ready for the hunt, just waiting. They knew. I didn't even let them fucking cure, okay? Like, I didn't even let it cure. I kept just like cutting off a bud and being like, I'm gonna let it cure. And then I cut off another bud. And like before it cured, the fucking stem was completely empty. Really enjoyed this. You telling us honestly how you are feels at home. Because this is home. I smoked them. Yes, Chanel, I smoked them. We love and appreciate you. I love you too, Tiara, and just know that the way you feel about me, whether people acknowledge it or not, people feel that same way about you. Thank you for being out in the world raw and authentic and courageously just you, because that is truly your purpose. All praise due to the Most High. Those are the keys to the streets, literally. All right, I gotta go. All right. Oh, over an hour we were chilling. I fucking love you guys. I was sad today and so happy you went live. I was like, where's Des? Yeah, I heard you guys in the ethers. Love loves you more than I do. I love that. Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? It's YOLO time. I love how I can tell when people are from the UK. I think I need to grow my own. Now I'm talking about the weed. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I love you guys. All right, until the next time I see you, which will be soon. Keep letting your inner angels live and keep doing the soul work. Sagittarius season will definitely be a better time. All right? Mwah. Love you guys. Ciao.